I didn't really notice it before, but after watching this episode, I can't stop seeing it. The battle system of Assassination Classroom is very unique for this series. Now, you're probably wondering, like, wait, what? Battle shonen? Like, what? Like, what? Because majority of Assassination Classroom, as we know, is not really battle shonen. It's kind of a self-contained series that's sort of like Gintama. And so, when you think of battle series, you always think of like Naruto, One Piece, or Bleach. That's usually the first thing to come to mind, or Dragon Ball Z. And to see how I just said battle shonen, a lot of you probably like scratch your head like, okay, what do you mean by that? The thing is, the first half of this episode, when it came to the test, you could consider that a battle sequence. You could consider that a battle. And looking at it from that perspective when it came to this, it's such a unique premise for a shonen to use a battle system like that, especially with test and how they're using like these like students that are trying to assassinate or go up against these monsters that are actually test questions, and you see some form of battle elements being introduced into the series. And so I like the way the battle is, you know, the battle system is taking place in the series, because you have it to where the characters, even though they're using these crazy type abilities or they're doing crazy shit in these like mock battles like inside their minds, it's a great way to show a battle, like action. And Assassination Classroom usually doesn't have that, but when it does it in this type of format with students fighting for, like, answers, like figuring out, okay, what is the correct answer. And so I have to take a moment to say that when it comes to the way the battle sequences are done in this series, it's done damn well. Like, it's shocking, like, how unique it is compared to other things we see. So yeah, I just wanted to mention that real quick. The way that was displayed with this episode, I can't unsee that. I cannot unsee how this shonen series uses battles like that. But, of course, this ain't a battle shonen. It's kind of, you know, shonen similar to Gintama. I don't even know what to classify Gintama as, so, yeah. Anyways, this episode of Assassination Classroom concludes the test, the end-of-term test, like this first-term test, and majority of our students do very fucking well. Like, they dominate the top scores of the school, and they get, you know, 3 of the top 5. And that right there, very good news. Very, very good news, because they won the bet, and they managed to go on a resort trip to where they go to this island at the end of the episode. So, it seems like the next arc we're getting into is going to be some form of summer vacation arc, to where our students go onto this island to have fun for a while, and try to kill Koro Sensei. And they got to remove 7 tentacles from him. So yeah, we come to find out in this is that Koro Sensei is going to lose a lot of tentacles, because, you know, the bet he made also. So yeah, it's going to be a very interesting turn of events when it comes to this upcoming arc. I wonder exactly what they're going to do to take out Koro Sensei, and I highly doubt they're probably going to kill Koro Sensei, because there's a lot of questions that need to be answered. A lot of things do need to be answered, and there was more foreshadowing with this episode. Actually, in the middle half of this episode, like right in the middle of the episode, when Karma is embarrassed and he realizes he lost, he needs to start studying. In that sequence, right after that, you see Koro Sensei, he's by himself, and he's putting his arms up, and he's just looking off into the distance, and he's like, I wish I would have been like that, knew what I lost, but, you know, before it happened and stuff. Like, he was talking about stuff like that, and you could assume the way that dialogue was done is Koro Sensei was foreshadowing or either talking about his past. So, once again, more like a very subtle past build-up, or hints at Koro Sensei's past of what has happened to him, and I like that. Once again, very good way to display writing when it comes to Assassination Classroom, hiding these little subtle build-ups to the character, and then probably eventually going to unveil all these different plot points, and we're going to be like, holy fucking shit, when we finally see all these different plot points finally revealed to us as the audience. So, episode of Assassination Classroom. Damn enjoyable, as always. I mean, if you love Assassination Classroom, you're gonna love this episode. You're gonna love it from start to finish, because it has some great battle sequences, which usually we don't get, but it had great battle sequences. It had some really great dialogue and character interaction with the characters, especially getting to see how that principal was. Oh my god. Okay, so I really need to talk about that. Am I the only one that almost shit a golden brick? Like, I almost shit a golden brick when you saw the principal looking at his son, and he starts bending his head. When he does that, did you see the fucking animation, man? That animation on that, oh shit! Like, you see that, dude, that animation was godlike in that scene. Like, it was godlike for that 1 4-second scene. That animation, holy god, best animation I think I've seen all week. That animation, holy shit. So to see that, when he starts bending his head over and looking at his son, oh my god. So yeah, I mean, that animation, that scene with the son, oh my god, dude, that was so creepy. So freaking creepy, and the eye movement, oh damn, dude. So, regardless of that, Karma also got some development in this. Like, he needs to start taking the initiative to study. And I, once again, get to see the similarities between Karma and the son of the principal. I actually want to take a moment to mention that, the similarities between that, and what this episode tried to hint at. So, if you didn't notice, there was a scene in the middle half when we come to find out Coral Sensei's reason for cutting down Karma, making him feel bad, making him embarrassed, was to give him that sense of he needs to study and he needs to know failure. He needs to know failure to be a good student. For instance, if you're talented, if you're blessed with all this talent, and you are an amazing person that can do almost fucking everything through all subjects, you don't know the pain of loss. You don't know what it means to be a failure, fail at things, pretty much. And Karma has not really faced this much, and also the son of the principal has not faced this much. Very similar circumstances with this episode, and to see how both of them had their own different unique ways of handling their students. For instance, how the principal handled his son and put him down like he did, and then how Coral Sensei put down Karma like he did. It was similar in terms of trying to build them up and let them know a sense of failure to make them stronger, but there was different methods behind it. So yeah, you get to see those similarities right there between those two characters as it slowly builds up. So Karma is kind of the principal's son on our side. That's what Karma is. So I had to mention that. Tell me your thoughts in the comments below. How do you feel about this week's episode of Assassination Classroom? Did you enjoy it as much as I did? I love you all so much. Please be safe. Chibi out.